So this video is my second Q&A for this week, which is perfectly great. It's fine. It means you're delving into the course, you're asking relevant questions. So I am going to put up the Q&A written document, but I also thought I'd address it audio verbally for you as well. So I'm going to be looking away, which might seem a little awkward, but I want to make sure that I address everything I want. So there were questions about your group PowerPoint quiz question assignment. Remember, you each have been assigned to a group. You each need to develop questions based on Bloom's taxonomy that will be put into your chapter quiz for everyone to take. And so the one question deals with a group was thinking about using another tool to capture the PowerPoint on, such as YouTube. I don't really care. It was recommended Zoom to me by our instructional designer, actually in the 11th hour, because she knows that you all have access to Zoom as part of the university's, what they give you. But YouTube is perfectly fine. I mean, the important thing is that, everyone has access to it, so that you have to make it public. And when you place the link on Padlet, I need to be able to click that link, and and all your students, classmates need to be able to do that as well, so that they can see the quiz questions before they take the quiz. So that was one of the first questions about the Zoom meeting. The second was about providing the answers to the questions. That's up to you. You know, when I certainly would for my fellow classmates identify that that's a quiz question in the PowerPoint, and you can certainly verbally, as you're narrating it, explain the answers. For me, remember, you're putting your questions in a Word document, you're putting your answers to your questions, and a page number if relevant. So those were the questions related to that assignment. The next set of questions, and I'm glad everyone's thinking ahead and looking ahead, had to do with your survey, developing the survey. I want to strongly emphasize to read those documents on survey research prior to developing. But the first question is that related to a research problem. And the students said, I didn't really see that in the sample survey I gave you. However, it's just inherently, whenever you're completing a survey to answer questions. And so that's what that means, that it's a research question. And so, yes, you should actually think of it in terms of research and in terms of answering a question or questions. Number two was in relation to the hypothesis. And my answer to that is a little bit convoluted. I hope not too confusing, but the department requires you, all students, to complete an action research assignment in EDA 591. And some students have gone on, if they had not taken that class first, they've gone on to think about, potentially using their survey in the action research course, because you're allowed to do survey research. And so don't be as concerned with developing hypothesis unless you think you're going to use this for research. So you can talk to me individually. As far as grading, I'm not going to take off points for that if I don't see them. And then the next question related to the survey assignment is about your research topic. And yes, you select your own topic. You're welcome to run your ideas by me. And then the final question, there was one more, is that in the sample, in the description, it says a minimum of 5 survey questions, but the sample had many more. My answer to that is I don't know the magic number. You need to ask as many questions as is needed to complete the answers that you want to gain in terms of your survey. I mean, remember, surveys generally are not lengthy. I know some surveys I fill out, it's 20 minutes long. But you need to think about your audience, and you need to think about realistically what would be a nice, good size survey to get at the questions you're asking. Okay? As far as quizzes, just a general note, each quiz will have open-ended questions. I generally try to not grade them until the deadline of the quiz is over. Sometimes I grade ahead of time, sometimes I do not. But just know that if you see a low score initially, that will change. As far as the Weebly assignment, I have had some students ask about, can they use another technology tool? And again, the tool is not I don't care about the tool. We do recommend different ones. Since it's a website, you can use, for example, Google Sites, or something else. But again, it's important that I can open it, and I can see it, so anything's made public. That's it for now. As always, keep asking the questions, keep moving forward. Remember, I need your legal forms for your families. I should not see a journal until I receive those forms. Take care. Have a good day.